Tonight, we're relaunching one of our longtime series that you may remember called The Fleecing of America. Over the last 2 years, the federal government approved a historic $5 trillion in pandemic assistance for struggling Americans, small businesses, and healthcare providers. But now investigators say hundreds of billions have been lost to fraud. This $3.5 million Florida mansion seized by the IRS was bought with taxpayer dollars that were supposed to rescue American jobs and small businesses. Instead, according to law enforcement, it funded a swim-up bar and a horse stable. The buyer got $7 million from the federal government, allegedly claiming he had 400 employees. According to prosecutors, he had none. Have you been surprised by how quickly fraudsters moved in on this money?
Unfortunately, not really.
Michael Horowitz is the top cop overseeing the effort to make sure the $5 trillion in taxpayer dollars went to the right place. This is his first interview in his role as the head of the Pandemic Response Accountability Committee.
When the Small Business Administration, in sending that money out, basically said to people, apply and sign and tell us that you're really entitled to the money. And of course, for fraudsters, that's an invitation.
The fraudsters are bold, buying luxury cars, flights on private jets, mansions, like this Los Angeles couple who led a massive $20 million fraud ring using fake IDs to apply for loans for fake businesses. They texted about the cash that was available. You need to apply, $10K guaranteed. They don't check for blank. It's all automated. Days later, texting, they got the money. I did 7 applications last night, and 4 of them got email that it's funded. I'm telling you to apply to Bluevine, an online loan processor. How much they send you? Like over 500 so far. Raising questions as to how they got the money in the first place, Congress now investigating Bluevine, one of the third-party service providers who processed billions in loans and touted that a business could get loan approval in 5 minutes.
What didn't happen was even minimal checks to make sure that the money was getting to the right people at the right time.
Authorities have pointed to red flags, like the couple listing identical payroll every month. We wanted to ask the company why that didn't tip them off. Bluevine would not do an interview, but sent us a statement saying in part they used robust compliance to reduce fraud in accordance with government guidelines, but say it's regrettable that the government's loan programs were abused by bad actors, despite our best efforts. When federal agents arrived at the couple's door, they allegedly tried to stash this bag of $450,000 in their backyard. Once convicted, they fled, abandoning their teenage children, arrested finally in Montenegro. Investigators insist there are so many more cases like this to uncover. One of their data scientists in California programs computers to find discrepancies.
It's basically impossible for humans to go through it by hand. It would take way too much time.
Just one red flag, this building in San Francisco that they found listed on more than 1,300 different loan applications.
We have our data scientists pouring through those records, looking for anomalies, matching addresses.
These are people who are betting on the fact that you may not be looking.
And what we're here to tell them is we're looking.
Up next, we continue.